It is the final episode of Universe Mode before Backlash. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this is Smackdown. And as I said, the final ep before we get to Backlash this Sunday, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, 8 PM UK time. And tonight, we will see Paige, Nia Jax, and Natalya in a triple threat match. The winner gets a shot at Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch at Backlash for the championship on the line. More on that in a moment's time. This week on Smackdown, Aiden English in action against Apollo Crews. Bray Wyatt will be going one-on-one with Mojo Rawley. As well as that, we're going to see the Ascension in tag team action. They'll be taking on Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Breezango against the Ascension. Big matchup there for both teams. A must-win, you'd have to think, for both. Rusev will go one-on-one with Kane. Lana will be in Rusev's corner as well. And a match we spoke about. So, we actually got things wrong. I made a little bit of a mistake last week. I said Sasha Banks was in this match. I got it wrong. It was meant to be Natalya. So, apologize for that. But it is Natalya, Jax, and Paige. Sasha Banks will have a title shot at Backlash. And Becky Lynch will be there as well. We need to find out who will win that match to become the third person in to make that triple threat. And our main event, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, one-on-one. A big test for Jericho before he gets to AJ at Backlash. Aiden English scores the victory over Apollo Crews. Bray Wyatt and Mojo Rawley. Bray, he does pick up the win. The Ascension versus Breezango. It is going to be the tag team of Breezango. There you go. Another win for them. Nice win for them as well. Rusev and Kane. Rusev gets the win. So here we go. It was not meant to be this way. It was a little bit of a mistake on my behalf. But we are going to see Natalya, Paige, and Nia Jax in a triple threat match. The winner of this matchup goes to Backlash to join Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch to make a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Whoever wins will get themselves a title opportunity. Paige, former champion in her own right. She's done exceptional over the years. One of our better women of all time. In recent times, she's had her issues and she hasn't been able to get to the top. Her opponent is Natalya. And Natalya, always competitive, always up there as one of the toughest women to beat, but doesn't always get the job done in the big matches. But she has her opportunity because she beat Carmella a couple of weeks ago. She beat Carmella and she's earned her place. So she's a part of this matchup for a good reason. She's earned her spot. And we did make a bit of a mistake, but we do apologize again for that. But Natalya, she's in. She gets her chance. Her opponent, though, is Nia Jax. Last week beat Emma on Smackdown, proving herself worthy of this chance in this triple threat. And we're having a series of triple threat matches to determine who gets to be a part of Backlash, because there will be a triple threat match at Backlash. So our women are getting an opportunity to prepare for them for this matchup in the best possible way by having triple threat matches. So it is the perfect preparation for the matchup. Paige, Natalya, Nia Jax. A star-studded matchup here. Paige, so successful. Natalya, always competitive. And Nia Jax, multiple-time NXT Women's Champion. As a big running power slam to start things off there for Natalya. Paige is down early. Now, Natalya coming after Jax. Well, Natalya will probably feel a little bit frustrated that she was forgotten last week. That Sasha Banks was advertised instead of herself. So maybe she's looking to take a bit of that aggression out here tonight. Paige coming after Nia Jax. Bad idea. Jax takes her down. Natalya trying to get Jax to come over to her. Jax too interested in Paige. Try to hit that knee. Not effective to Jax really at all. Jax though slipping over, and now Natalya able to take advantage. Missed out the attempted drop kick there. Paige able to avoid it. And now Paige with an elbow. So all these women gunning for a chance to get a title shot at Becky Lynch, who will have her first chance to defend against someone other than Charlotte. We'll come back and chat more about that in a moment's time, but we have to take a quick break in this matchup. We'll be back after this. This Sunday, Backlash is coming to you live on BrendenPlayz, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. UK time. Check out the website BrendenPlayz.com for the official countdown timer for one of the biggest events in recent Universe Mode history. We're going to see the big clash. Goldberg versus The Undertaker. Goldberg needs the big win to prove that he truly is the dominant man here on Raw. He needs this win as his team prepares for Team Raw at Survivor Series, but first at Backlash, two legends will collide. Who will walk away with the victory? We'll find out that and plus much more, including AJ versus Jericho. We'll see the Hardy Boys in action against the Club. And of course, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins taking on the Outsiders in tag team action. It all takes place at Backlash. We're back in this matchup here as Paige trying to pin Natalya. So Nia Jax back in as well. Triple threat rules here. No disqualification, no count out. Pinfall must take place in the middle of this ring. And now Natalya in some trouble. No, she's able to counter. So Paige, Nia Jax or Natalya, one of these women will have their chance at Becky Lynch. After beating Charlotte at SummerSlam and No Mercy, Becky Lynch moving on up as one of the top women here in the WWE. She's proven herself worthy of that championship, but now here's the true test. Yes, she's been able to beat her former friend in Charlotte, but can she beat some of the other women here on Raw and Smackdown in the WWE? That's the big test. That's the big challenge for her as Natalya takes out the legs of Paige, keeping her down. Becky Lynch has proven herself to be a great fighting champion already, but she's got a big challenge ahead. Sasha Banks awaits. Becky Lynch has had plenty of history with Sasha Banks as well. And either one of these three women will join, either Paige, Jax, or Natalya. Triple threat match at Backlash. Now Jax, look out. Here we go, a big slam. Paige is down, and Jax not going for the cover though. I don't know about that. I think she had Paige maybe potentially beaten there. Maybe at least very close pinfall. As now Jax, look out. This is what she was planning. The Samoa drop. Natalya there though, trying to stop this momentum from Jax. Paige is down. A chance to beat Paige is on offer right here. As now Jax, gets sent down with a bulldog by Natalya. I've got to say, you got to try and get to Paige and go for the cover there. Instead, she's going to go for Jax. She's going to try and pin Nia. It's a 2 count. Paige is certainly down. She's starting to stir now. She's starting to get back to her feet slowly, using the ropes to help. And Jax with a DDT. Big time DDT there by Nia Jax. Is now Paige with the jawbreaker there on Jax. And a clothesline to take her down as well. The former women's champion Paige starting to get herself some momentum as Jax trying to beat her. Can't do it. Nia Jax now has Paige. Taken to the corner. Finds the elbow with a left strike. Now the elbow. Jax, though, still not going down. Paige is trying her best to get Nia down, but she just can't seem to do it, but that will work. The neck breaker. The swinging neck breaker. Now Paige. Can she do it? No. Now Natalya back in this matchup. What can Natty do? Can't connect there either. And now, look out. Trouble here for Natalya, but she's able to find a reversal. And the reverse DDT as Paige is down. Paige rolling back to her feet though. Thought about going outside the ring. Paige to recover. She decided against it. Now look out, the underhook into the suplex. Bridges through. Shoulders down. Oh, a kick out. Natalya swiftly with that suplex. Excellently done. And now Natalya connects that spinning clothesline, taking down Paige. Well, that could be it. Oh! Could have been it there, but Nia Jax, the third person in this matchup. That's the thing about this type of match. You take one person down, you just got to keep on going. Oh, Nia Jax! Launch to the outside! Jax is down! Natalya wants her to get to her feet. Jax is hurting. Here comes Natty. No, Natalya can't connect. Nia Jax back in the ring before Natalya can light her up. Now, Jax in the way as Paige taking down Natalya. Paige trying to get herself back in this match. She's been down for a little bit of time. Now Paige! Oh, she gets sent over the top as well. Natty's sending everyone flying right now. As now Jax has Natalya. Well, I think Natty might be about to fly. Fly right up and down with a powerbomb. Slammed. Now the leg drop. The leg drop by Nia Jax. Natalya's down. The cover. But no. Wow, Natalya kicked out at 2. Unbelievable. I thought that was going to be it. Nia Jax thought that was going to be it. Now Paige on the apron. Paige is just watching on. Not going to get in there at the moment. She's happy to wait. Meanwhile, Natalya and Nia Jax still coming after one another. Oh, Natalya taking down Jax. Now Paige will look to target Natalya as Jax is down. This is a chance for Paige to strike here. When one opponent is down, this is when you've got to make your opportunities here. You've got to make the most of it. And now the referee counting, but a quick count at 1. Well, Natalya down. This is when Paige needs to try and find that rampage to beat Nia Jax here. Jax likewise with that leg drop or Samoan drop. One of those big moves could be the difference in this match. Paige takes Jax down again. Now Paige rolling over Nia Jax. Not going to probably beat her here, but more pressure applied as Natalya back in the ring. Natty's back in. Paige will now turn her attention to her as Nia Jax rolls out. Look out, here comes the Paige turner by Paige. And now Paige trying to get the crowd behind her. A mixed response for Paige. Paige now has a chance to beat Natalya. Did she waste too much time though? Not sure about her tactic as she's going to try get Natalya and hang her up on those ropes and hit the neck breaker. Bit extra leverage there using those ropes. Nia Jax back to her feet. Trying to get back in the ring. She's back. Now Jax going to get herself involved. As now Natalya showing her some strength. And her right hand to Natalya. And Natalya dropped Paige with a harsh landing. Now Natalya and Nia Jax with a clothesline. Who does Jax come after? Does she target Paige? Does she target Natalya? This is the big question. You've got to pick one superstar and target them and take them out. Nia Jax wanted that Samoan drop there, but Natalya going to break it up again and hits a blockbuster onto Nia Jax. And now Natalya has Paige up. Sit out powerbomb. Sits down Paige and that powerbomb could be it here. Wasting a little bit of time, but she's there now. Paige still down, but enough to kick out at 2. This match continues. Natalya missing the drop kick. Paige back to her feet now. And Paige fall away. The slam takes down Natalya. Now Paige and Jax. One of these women could win this matchup here. With Natalya down, this is when you've got to strike. Nia Jax has a hold of Paige. What is she thinking now? Dragging Paige towards the middle. Snapman takedown. And then just continues to assault Paige. Now Nia lining her up now. Nia Jax. Look out. She's got Paige. She's got her up. And now the Samoan drop. The Samoan drop by Nia Jax. Paige is down. The cover. Natalya's going to get there. Is she? No, she won't. She misses out. And Nia Jax rubbing it in the face of Natalya. And Nia has done it. She's going to Backlash. She'll be a part of the triple threat match. It'll be Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks. The Women's Championship of the WWE on the line. Becky Lynch defends. Can she score the win? Can she beat Jackson Banks? Can she stay the champ? Nia Jax, very similar situation to what happened to Nikki Bella a few weeks ago on Raw when Sasha Banks won. Nikki was just a little bit too late. Well, this occasion, it was Natalya a little bit too late. That's the way the triple threat matches go. Nia Jax wins, and she's going to Backlash. Our main event now on Smackdown. What a match we're going to see. One half of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Randy Orton, on his way to the ring. Randy Orton taking on Chris Jericho one-on-one. Well, we're hearing that Randy Orton and Rhino, the tag team champions, once again won't be defending their titles on a pay-per-view. They've expressed their frustrations to the general manager, Edge, but Edge has said, look, we have a lot of new teams here on Smackdown. All of them are starting to get accustomed to one another, and they're all trying to find out who is the better team, who is the next team to take on Orton and Rhino. We just don't know yet. We need some time to find out who is the right challenger for the tag team champions. So, with that being said, Rhino and Randy miss out on being on the Backlash card. But Randy gets his opportunity tonight to be in action against the man who will take on AJ Styles at Backlash for the WWE Championship. Chris Jericho and Randy one-on-one just before Backlash. A perfect test for Jericho coming up against a former world champion here in Universe Mode, Randy Orton. Well, we spoke about it last episode with Seth Rollins. Who is the greatest champion in Universe Mode history? Who is the greatest of all time in Universe Mode history? Well, many believe Randy Orton could be right up there as one of those superstars. So, Jericho has a perfect challenge for himself here tonight. Jericho looking for one more world title reign. One more run at the top. Is this it? Will he get it done at Backlash? He's got to get to AJ Styles, who's arguably at his absolute peak in his career. Will Jericho be able to stop AJ? This match underway right now. Randy and Jericho one-on-one with a start there by Randy. It's a DDT. Perfect way to get things underway for Randy. One half of the tag team champion, as we said, Randy Orton. And obviously, talking about tag teams, we've seen Breezango come along. The Ascension continue to build up. The Titus brand recently had a title shot, missed out on a win. We're also seeing Cesaro and Sheamus forming a team here as well. So lots of new teams coming here to SmackDown as a backbreaker there by Jericho. Lots of new teams. It's exciting times here in Universe Mode in the tag division. And because of that, Randy and Rhino just have to wait. Just have to wait to see who's going to be the team to come up and take them on. And the Titus brand had an opportunity. They missed out, but they're still very new. Still getting things right. And Randy and Rhino, such two talented superstars. Such an incredible team. It's always going to be difficult to beat them. They're so tough. So that's why Edge is trying to make sure that when a challenger does come along, that they are fully prepared and don't rush them into the championship opportunity, because sometimes we see teams get a title shot too soon and they fall away from there. They may lose and then they can't get things right. The confidence just isn't there. It's too much too soon for them. Jericho up to the top of the rope now. Look out. Jericho with a moonsault. Wow. Jericho turning back the clock there, showing off his high-flying ability. And I think that's a bit of a signal to AJ Styles right there that Jericho still can go. Jericho, that's exactly what he's trying to do. AJ Styles has labeled him an old, washed-up has-been. A man that should have retired long ago. Jericho wants to prove that he can still do it. He can still remain one of the best. He can still win the world title. It was only a couple of years ago here in Universe Mode where Jericho won the Money in the Bank contract and cashed in to become a winner. Jericho won the world title, held on to it for a few months, had a nice reign. Jericho was at the top of his game then. Jericho has shown times when he can be unstoppable, unbeatable nearly. But it's times like that where he needs to convert that into a big win, and sometimes he does fail to do so. But also other times when he's at his best, he can't sustain it for long enough. And now Jericho went for this springboard splash. Got a bit of Randy, but not quite all of it. Randy slowly back to his feet. Jericho trying to get this crowd behind him. And the crowd supporting Y2J here tonight. I'm sure they'll be supporting him at Backlash as well. AJ has his fans, but AJ has slowly started to lose respect of a number of fans because of his actions, the way he treated Finn Balor, what he did to Finn Balor. Now, Jericho with the powerbomb, bridges over, can't connect for the 3 count. And now Jericho jumping the elbow on Randy. Flush on the chest and the body of the Viper. Now Jericho just stomping away, something that Randy likes to do, just the slow stomps. Jericho using it against Randy here. Randy's towards the corner now. Now Randy going to be struck over there. Look out. Oh, a clothesline. Now Jericho running Bulldog. Excellent stuff here from Chris Jericho. Now the splash again off the top. Lands down Randy Orton. And now Randy. Back body drop. Jericho is down. Randy Orton with a strong position here. Clothesline. But now Randy. Here he comes. Power slam. Randy. This is when he's at his best. And this is when Chris Jericho needs to be worried. When Randy gets going, he's hard to stop. That RKO can be hit from anywhere, and it could lead to a victory. One RKO, it's all it takes sometimes. We found out with Titus O'Neil, he got RKO'd off the top rope in their tag team title match a few weeks ago. Randy now finds the drop kick, takes down Chris Jericho. Now Randy dropping the elbow down on the leg of Jericho. And now Randy lining up Chris Jericho now. Not good at all. And then RKO. Oh, no, he's missed out. Went for the RKO. Jericho able to find a counter. Stays in it. That RKO could have put him away quickly. Randy gets struck in the head with a boot. Now Chris Jericho. Look out. Went for that backbreaker. Back and forth exchange now. Randy with those right hands. Former world champion Randy Orton, tag team champion right now. Randy feels as though, look, being in the tag division isn't a demotion for me. It's just a different step in my career. Something a little bit different. Let's try something new. And Randy Orton, being in the tag division is a great opportunity just to add to his resume. We know he can be a world champion, but he knows himself, look, I've been world champion. I might not be able to get the wins. I might not be able to get myself in contention with a lot of new superstars coming through the ranks. And some superstars of old, like Chris Jericho, staying at the top. So Randy, rather than trying to play the waiting game, trying to wait for an opportunity at the world title, he says, you know what, I'm going to take an opportunity at this tag team division with Rhino. I'm going to try and make something of it. And that's exactly what Randy and Rhino have done. They've formed this tag team on the basis of a mutual respect for one another as competitors. Rhino is a veteran. Rhino knows maybe a singles title isn't a chance for him, isn't a possibility for him. And after beating Randy Orton a couple times in some shock upsets, Rhino beat Randy, and Randy decided, you know what, I respect you. How about we joined up ranks, and how about we try being a team? And it's been a great opportunity for both men, and they've made themselves very successful being the tag team champions for a few months now. Randy Orton and Rhino, of course, beat Enzo and Cass for the tag team titles. Enzo and Cass, two-time tag team champions. They're no longer a team, with Enzo being traded to Monday Night Raw in the brand shakeup. Unfortunately for Enzo, leaving himself all alone, but Enzo having aspirations to become the Cruiserweight champion down at NXT, and of course competing on Smackdown as well. Now Jericho, walls of Jericho is applied, but Randy starting to bridge through, releasing some of that pressure. Jericho's trying to keep that hold on, but he can't get it going. Randy good enough to break free, and Randy strikes Jericho with the knee. Two veterans going at it here. Jericho has Randy up. And now Orton, look out, with an exploder suplex. Randy Orton looking to beat Jericho here. Needs that RKO. Can he find it? Orton, look out, slamming down Jericho. Beautiful stuff there by Randy Orton, and this could be it here for Chris Jericho. The number one contender in a bit of trouble. Randy now wanting Jericho to get back to his feet. Begging for Jericho to get up. What's Orton got planned? Randy now, look out! Got him against the ropes. This is what he had planned in mind. Come on, Randy. Here it comes. The big DDT. That's what Randy was looking for. And the crowd starting to support Randy. Randy getting a bit of crowd support here because they feel as though he may have this match won. Will Randy beat Jericho right here? Could be it. No, a kick out again. Randy thought he maybe had this match won with that DDT, putting away the number one contender. Not to be. Now it just needs to find that RKO. He wanted it earlier on. He couldn't find it. Now Jericho DDT. Chris Jericho with a DDT. And now hang on. Jericho lining up Randy. Hold on. Wait a second. What does Roman Reigns want? The big dog is here, and Reigns has been terrorizing SmackDown for weeks. He took out AJ last week after the matchup in the six-man tag. He took out AJ through a table. He beat up Jericho a few weeks ago. Reigns is here again. Roman Reigns coming to the ring. Reigns is here. Now Roman. Oh, a Superman punch to Randy Orton. This match has been thrown out. It's a disqualification. And now Jericho coming after Reigns, trying to defend himself, knowing that Reigns is targeting Jericho. Reigns wants a title shot. The Smackdown GM Edge won't let him have one. And now Reigns take it out with a bulldog. Meanwhile, Jericho and Randy, they're not done yet either. Jericho and Randy still going. Well, they had a match, and Jericho was about to beat Orton, I think. Jericho was lining him up for the code breaker. Well, Jericho and Randy want to finish what they started. Jericho getting the better of Orton. Now Orton, here he comes again. Reigns taken out by Jericho. Roman Reigns thought he was going to come here and take down two of SmackDown's biggest names and prove a big point, but it has not worked out for Reigns. Reigns, oh! Back to his feet as Orton is down. Randy's down with that spinning forearm. And now Jericho, look out. Roman Reigns back in the ring. Look out, Jericho. Oh, a spear! The spear by Reigns. And the message has been sent. It took him a little bit longer than what he was hoping for, but he delivered what he came out to do. A spear to Jericho as Orton and Jericho are both down. Reigns takes out Jericho. Oh! The general manager in the face of Reigns. Edge is not happy, and Reigns just brushes the GM. Hits him in the shoulder as he walks by. Edge is fed up with Roman Reigns' action, and Roman Reigns is fed up with the management of SmackDown. What will happen? Well, we won't see it at Backlash, but what we will see is AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. One-on-one. The WWE Championship is on the line. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match, but get this, just announced, it is falls count anywhere. Anywhere in the ring, we will see a fall, and the first man to get to 2 falls will be the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this episode of Universe Mode. Backlash is next. It's coming your way Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time. Leave a like if you're excited for Backlash. Comment down below. Will it be AJ or will it be Chris Jericho? Leave your comments there. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you at Backlash.